Welcome back to LeadingAge Florida's monthly video recap. This time we'll be talking about the month of May and all of the work that went on your behalf across the state. This month we're going to highlight work we've been doing with respect to the survey process and all the preparations that are underway for the 56th annual LeadingAge Florida Convention and Exposition. Probably the biggest issue that we worked on for our members in May are changes to the survey process. We received a number of calls and emails from members throughout the month indicating the increased pressure they're feeling from state and federal surveyors, larger survey teams on site in their communities for longer amounts of time, increased number of deficiencies, and often without a pattern to support those deficiencies. It's important for you to know that LeadingAge Florida is working on this issue at the state level. We've got meetings scheduled with the Secretary of ACA and her survey team, and we're also working with LeadingAge National at the federal level to make sure that CMS understands that while the changes they've made to the survey system are laudable in their intent, they are also having a detrimental impact on some of the best nursing homes in our state. Stay tuned. We'll continue to work on this issue, and let us know if you're having challenges with the survey process so that we can continue to be on the front lines fighting for you. LeadingAge Florida is fortunate to have one of the state's premier experts on survey and certification issues and general compliance topics. If you're running into trouble with surveyors or preparation for your surveys, please let us know and we'll get you in touch with Connie Sharon. She can help with pre-survey preparation, and she can also help with any challenges or issues that turn up during or after your surveys. This year's legislative session is over, but our work for the 2020 session has only just begun. In May, LeadingAge Florida hosted the first post-session meeting of the Coalition for Silver Solutions. And in that day-long discussion, we laid out a plan for the work of the coalition for both short-term goals and long-term objectives. For the short term, we're putting together an agenda for the 2020 legislative session that will focus on workforce issues, shortening and reducing the home and community-based services waiting list, and trying to identify ways to improve reimbursement and funding for nursing homes. We've got 3 meetings scheduled in June. We'll be bringing in experts from across the country to talk about each of those issues and to help us lay out that short and long-term plan. And we've got excellent partners joining us at the table as well. Secretary Mary Mayhew from the Agency for Healthcare Administration will be part of that team, as will Secretary Richard Prudhomme from the Department of Elder Affairs, and Robin Stone from LeadingAge's Center for Long-Term Services and Supports at the University of Massachusetts in Boston will also be joining our team to help guide our discussions and ensure that the solutions we develop meet our short and long-term objectives and lay out a comprehensive blueprint for long-term care in Florida for 2020 and beyond. Of course, in May, our work continued in terms of planning for the 56th annual LeadingAge Florida Convention and Exposition. This year it'll be at the Hilton Bonnet Creek in Orlando, and we look forward to seeing you there. In May, we announced our primary keynote speaker for our opening general session. Steve Farber will be joining us. He's one of the nation's leading leadership and management experts, and he's going to deliver a program entitled Love is Just Good Business. Really looking forward to that message. Also this year, we've planned more housing educational sessions than ever before. Our housing members will have access to 15 credit hours of continuing education. Some of those are fair housing sessions. Others are innovative programming about housing and services and the ways that those kinds of programs are serving seniors more effectively and saving their states money. I hope you'll visit our website, leadingageflorida.org, and register for the 56th Annual Convention and Exposition. We look forward to seeing you in Orlando. June marks the beginning of the hurricane season, and as you know, planning and being well prepared for hurricane season is critically important for your communities and for the residents you serve. Visit the LeadingAge Florida website for a checklist and a hurricane preparedness guide to help you ensure that you're ready to go. In addition, June 1st marks the end of the variance period for implementation of the emergency generator rules. LeadingAge Florida has led the way in representing our members with respect to the generator rules. If you're running into challenges, if you have questions about the status, or if you need help filing another variance in order to get yourself fully compliant with the rule, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're more than happy to help with that process. Join us again next month when we'll talk about all of the work we've done on your behalf in the month of June. I hope you'll follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest information about senior living and about the work that's going on at LeadingAge Florida. We look forward to seeing you next month.